Hello and welcome back to Big Mouth. This is Big Mouth Live. Unfortunately, I'm fully clothed, but hey, I've got to hide the greatness that is Mickey, Mad Mickey. Anyway, welcome tonight as we discover, and or should I say discuss even, Henry Cavill. A lot of controversy out there, lots of false information, which is very, very disappointing. I'm saying the most toxic fan in the Snyder community is Grace Randolph. What is it with her? Why does she hate Henry Cavill? I don't get it, right? So she stated now that she has no sympathy for Henry Cavill. Hang on, Grace. You're a failed Z-list actress, right? Who had to become a blogger. Henry Cavill is an A-lister, right? One of the favourites to play James Bond. He's played Sherlock Holmes. He's playing The Witcher. He's very well respected by Tom Cruise. He was in Mission Impossible Fallout. What have you done? What have you done? Bobcat. Hey, Mick. Hey, Bobcat. How's it going? Yep, we're just talking about Grace Randolph and her weird hate for Henry Cavill. I don't get it. Why does she hate him so much? She lied about him wanting more money. Weird. So there's a lot of shit being spoken. And I've heard on the rumour mill that him and WB may make a joint statement next week. So we'll see about that. But there's a lot of people putting false propaganda out about Henry Cavill. And it all goes back to this Black Superman thing being announced. Because what people do is they get 2 and 2 and they get 8. Now we know that some of the Snyder community are a propaganda machine. Interesting. Wonder why. Well, what, Grace Randolph? Well, Grace Randolph can be toxic. She can be good and she can be bad. I don't know why she hates him. I don't get it. She's saying that he didn't support Zack Snyder. But listen, let's be clear here. Henry Cavill is a career actor. Why would he sacrifice his own career, right, for somebody else? Even Zack Snyder, why should he? Now, we know that Ray Fisher's done it, but that's Ray Fisher. If he wants to be Zack's boy, that's up to him. But Henry Cavill is a royally trained actor from the UK. He wants a career. And why shouldn't he? He still wants to play Superman. Why shouldn't he? That's the thing about this. So this BS that he didn't support Zack, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. I woke up this morning, people saying, this could be the last time we saw him in the Snyder Cut. Bobcat. He was on Zack's Man of Steel stream for the anniversary, exactly. He supports Zack. He just isn't going to throw his career out for him. No, who would? Who would? Well, Ray Fisher, but that's up to Ray. Ray doesn't obviously care about acting, right? Henry Cavill is a very respected, well-renowned actor, and he's kept quiet to try and keep his Superman career. I don't know if he has kept his Superman career. I think that unfollowing of WB and all that was BS because a lot of his diehard fans are saying he never followed them in the first place. And he's still following Jim Lee. Jim Lee is the head of DC Comics. So if he had beef, if he had a gripe, wouldn't he be unfollowing the head of DC Comics? Think about it. Have some logic. Be patient. I don't think you were with me this morning, Bobcat, for the Big Mouth Daily Life, and I was talking about my theory. Exactly, Bobcat. But I don't think you were with me this morning, but I was talking about maybe, because we basically, it's common knowledge, it's not a spoiler, but what's his name? I forgot his name now. You know the one Idris Elba plays in the Suicide Squad? Well, basically, the backstory is he shot Superman with a kryptonite bullet, right? So he's originally in prison. Now, I didn't see Henry Cavill in the Suicide Squad because I didn't see the full movie. I saw a test screening. Bloodsport, that's right. So I was saying this morning, what if Henry Cavill at the end of the movie comes to get a bit of revenge from Bloodsport after being shot by him, right? And puts him in jail again. That would be a good little cameo, right? So who knows? Why would James Gunn have that as a backstory? Bloodsport, Joel Davies. Hi, Mickey. Appreciate the live streams. Thank you, Joel. Joel Davies. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you, of course. What was I saying? Yeah. So I'm saying that there could be a cameo. I haven't heard anything. But why would James Gunn have that as a backstory? Bloodsport, shooting Superman with a kryptonite bullet. It's kind of a fun thing that James would do, but it seems to me it's a great opportunity to have a Superman cameo. Not only do I hope this is true for my own sake, but as a fan and all you people who love Henry's Superman, but also to shut these people up. You know, oh, he's unfollowed WB. Yeah, why is he following Jim Lee? You know, Jim Lee actually makes a lot of decisions over at DC, right? He'd think he'd be in a post-credit scene to lock Bloodsport away again. Exactly. Imagine if that happens. How awesome would that be? And if anyone can pull this off, it's James Gunn. And I mean, I'll give him the freedom of DC if he gets him. And this is quite important because if he cameos in the Suicide Squad, probably means he's going to cameo in every other DC movie as well, which would be fantastic. This was the rumor about a year or so ago, and then nobody mentioned it again. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Like, I don't listen. Look, I've got to clarify something with you. I haven't seen the whole movie, so I don't know. There's definitely bits missing from the film I saw. It's not, you know, for spoilers reasons, they don't let you see everything but everything but everything, right? I saw about 90 minutes, so who knows? I don't think he's going to die anyway, but there you go. But yeah, so you're trying to get a spoiler there for me. You always try and Bobcat. I do appreciate your tenacious gaming maniac. What film are we talking about? James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, and I have a theory that Henry Cavill's Superman may make a cameo. How long is the film supposed to be anyway, Bobcat? You know. Surely the film is not under 2 hours, is it? Surely. The gaming maniac. That would be amazing and make sense. As Bloodsport apparently shot him low. Exactly, the gaming maniac. That's why I think. Why is it put in there? Why is it put in there? You know, James Gunn is now teasing multiple post-credit scenes. And I hope the DCEU go full throttle on post-credit scenes, right? Because it doesn't matter that Marvel do it. It's a bloody exciting thing. Fans love post-credit scenes. Let's take the good stuff that they're doing. This copying, you copied the MCU, you copied the DCEU. Oh, grow up. Grow up. Let's just enjoy our movies, man, right? Post-credit scenes are fun. I always get disappointed if I don't see a post-credit scene because I think Marvel do it great. So why not use that? We've had some good post-credit scenes in the DCEU. And hate the Justice League as much as you like, but that whole thing with Superman and the Flash about to race, I actually liked that. I thought that was really good, and I thought Joss Whedon did well with that. So I'm not going to slaughter the guy totally. That was one of the post-credit scenes I enjoyed from the DCEU, and I thought the Lex Luthor stuff, hinting at an Injustice League, was exciting as well. And I think the Batman and Waller, or should I say the Bruce Wayne Waller stuff from the David Ayer's Suicide Squad was cool as well. The Gaming Maniac, yeah, Zach says he's into a fan of post-credit scenes, and I don't hold it against him or anything, but come on, they're fun, though. This is the thing. We need to take these things. It's like sometimes, you know, you can't, listen, they're getting post-credit scenes, and DC fans are thinking, why can't we get this fun stuff? They get lots of cameos. Their origin movies have lots of crossovers. Why can't our origin movies have crossovers? They're good ideas. They work. Just use them. Bobcat, I don't know how they'll do it in under the 2 hours, but it's about 1 hour and 50 minutes. Is that it? That's disappointing. That's actually quite disappointing. Why is it so short? Nah, that's mad, right? That's mad short. Although, the 20 minutes I haven't seen, obviously a lot goes down. I think that's got to be wrong. That's got to be wrong, isn't it? That's got to be. No way is it under 2 hours. No way. Are Gunn's movies normally that short? How long are his Guardians of the Galaxy movies? This is what happens. I shout and I lose my voice within 10 minutes of the stream. The Gaming Mania. Oh, if Suicide Squad is under 2 hours, that's really disappointing. And it worries me that WB is repeatedly keeping their movies under 2 hours. So hopefully it's not. Yeah, me too. Because that's ridiculous. I hope so, lol. I think it will be about 2 hours, 15, 20 minutes, personally. And I think The Flash has got to be about that long as well, because I don't want no 1 hour, 50-minute films. I remember seeing a director's cut of JFK for 3.5 hours, and that just flew by. Would it be cool if most films were 3 hours? But with some films, it would probably drag, wouldn't it? It wouldn't work. I mean, the problem I have with Zack Snyder's Justice League, as much as I love every single morsel of it, when I think about rewatching it, I think, yeah, but it's 4 hours long. Puts you off, doesn't it? The Flash is going to be like 2 hours, 40 minutes at least. It's got to be. They've got so much stuff to deal with in that film. That's going to be the film of all films. I can't wait for a trailer for The Flash. That's going to be interesting. They're not going to give anything away, but it'll be interesting to see the trailer. Lokes Shawaran K. Flash movie plot leaked online. Seems like they're going to erase the Snyderverse, kill Batfleck, and continue with Batgirl at the end. I would be very careful about leaks online. The Gaming Maniac, for a movie to reboot everything, it better be over 2 hours. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I think it's got to be, and I think it will be. And I don't think it's a total reboot, because we have been told that nothing's going to be forgotten. I think they're bringing certain characters in. I think that's the interesting thing. And I think what they're doing is they're going to make Brandon Routh's Superman canon. They're probably going to make Nick Cage's Superman canon. Tyler Hoechlin's Superman canon within the whole universe. Things like that. These are what they're going to do. They're going to say, here's lots of Earths now, and they're in different Earths, but they're all part of the same universe. And everyone is part of this universe now, and this franchise. And this is the exciting thing about the multiverse strategy. This is why when some people go, they're going to have all these characters in a Flash movie because they've got no faith in Ezra Miller. It's nothing to do with that. Ezra Miller is a top boy at Warner Brothers. They love him. And Bobcat might see Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne at the end of the trailer for The Flash, like Jared Leto's Joker at the end of Snyder Cut trailer. Yeah, because we know he's there. And they might save him, but I think he's got to consider. I think he's got more screen time, Keaton, than Affleck. Maybe. Affleck's at the beginning, half of the movie, so I hear, or I'm guesstimating. So I don't know what they're going to do, but it's interesting. I think to a point, I think Ben Affleck's done with it. He's just coming in. They probably convinced him by saying, listen, this is the end. We know you don't really want to do this anymore. He did the extra footage for Zack Snyder's Justice League as a little favor for Zack. I don't believe it's because he wants to come back or anything. So I think they said to him, look, you tell us how you want to end your story, and we'll kind of put it in. He rewrote his segment of the film, don't forget. Jeffrey D. Morgan said he isn't completely out yet. Yes, I read the article this morning on the Big Mouth Daily Live. Very interesting. He's got something, he says, in the fire, which is interesting. So it looks like something's going on. Maybe he is in the Flash movie, or maybe he's going to play Lobo, because he says in that article he wants to play Lobo. He would be an awesome Lobo. But the Krypton TV series had an awesome Lobo. Maybe they'll even make the Krypton TV series canon. I think it's all up for grabs here, and it's very interesting what they're going to do. They've got us all guessing, which is brilliant. I'm happy to appreciate Snyder's stuff, but not be a bitter, salty little git who just sits on social media all day, shitting on WB. It's tiring. Who reckons all that's tiring a bit? Doesn't it get tiring for you? All day, every day, right? I support restoring the Snyderverse, of course I do. But I think someone said it to me this morning. It's so toxic, and it is. I ignore a lot of the people who talk shit. In fact, a lot of the people who talk shit follow me, so I better not upset them. Well, I heard the Titan show is getting merged into the DCEU. Yes, I think it all is. I think it all is. Anything that works. I think Brandon Routh's Superman, definitely, and I think he deserves it. He's a great Superman. He was a great Superman in Superman Returns. I think he was a better Superman in Superman Returns than a Clark Kent. because he was just trying to mimic Chris too much. But he was doing kind of his own thing as Superman. I know he mimicked some of Chris's lines, but it seemed like a more of an original take on Superman than mimicking Chris. But as Clark Kent, he was mimicking Chris. You can't do Chris's Clark Kent because it's unique. It's unique. Bobcat, the Titans Red Hood is apparently getting his own movie. Wouldn't that be awesome? Manny V stepping away from the toxicity. Yeah, it's boring, Manny V. It's boring. It's like the Henry Cavill is unfollowed this and unfollowed that. It's not true. I've spoken to at least 10 of his diehard obsessive fans, and they said he was never following them to begin with, right? And why hasn't he unfollowed Jim Lee, the boss of DC Comics, right? It is nonsense. Henry keeps silent. I know that. He doesn't really talk about DC much or Superman, but it's obvious he still wants him. But the people who sit there wishing he would join the MCU to teach WB a lesson are the biggest arse-hats going. I'm sorry if that's you, but I think it's dumb. The Gaming Maniac, wait, so if he didn't follow them to begin with, then what kickstarted all the drama yesterday? Because they're lying. They're lying. They were doing a release the aircuff thing, and they were trying to put more kind of attention to that and get it trend higher. Because release the aircut does trend, but not as high as Restore the Snyderverse. I want the Snyderverse restored, as most of us do, but I'm not going to devote my social media and attack everyone with a different opinion over it. Yeah, there's one lady, isn't there? I forgot her name now. Oh, it's I forgot her name now, but they're attacking her. She's kind of a prominent figure of the Snyder community. They're attacking her because she's saying she's looking forward to the other DC movies. And, you know, the mentality, I mean, I don't care what people say to me. It's water off a duck's back. Because, you know, to me, these are just, you know, little insignificant people. They're like ants to me. Not to sound like someone who thinks they're superior to everyone. It does make me sound that way, by the way. But, you know, Gaming Maniac, I mean, I can't lie. I had a good Captain Britain. Ha, 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 not teach WB a lesson or anything. I just think that it'd be a funny tongue-in-cheek thing. Yeah, but that's all well and good. He can do that as long as he's still Superman, right? Or at least has one more go at Superman. I don't want to lose him as Superman because it's a loss. It's a loss for everyone. It makes the person who cast him, Zack Snyder, look dumb, right? Batman v Superman did a lot of damage as well to Henry's Superman. And I love that film, but it did a lot of damage. Because that's not the Superman the diehard fans want to see. I'm not talking about Snyder diehard fans. I'm talking about proper Superman fans. No one asked for that take. Just like nobody asked for the take of Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. It's a very similar situation. As I say, I love BVS. But the problem is, it's difficult because it ain't the Superman people want to see. It's the Superman the Snyder acolytes want to see, but it isn't the Superman the diehards want to see. The Gaming Maniac, with the report that the new Black Superman isn't in the DCU canon, isn't kind of hopeful for Henry to continue. Yes, but guess what the Snyder acolytes do? You're right, the Gaming Maniac. You're dead right. But what do? They keep on saying that this guy's replacing Henry. If he's not in the same universe, how is he replacing Henry? But they just lie. They just say anything that helps them sleep at night. To push the Snyderverse forward. Do you think they're going to restore the Snyderverse because you're making up a lot of BS? But this is what they do, unfortunately. And it doesn't work. They're lies. It's not true. I mean, they've got Jeff Johns as a serial killer, basically, ain't they? Bobcat. Also, I've decided on a team, I think, for my Teen Titans fan film. Robin, Tim Drake, the spoiler Starfire, Aquagirl, oh, I like her. Beast Boy, yeah. Superboy, yeah. Saving Raven for a sequel as a spy for Trigon. That's a good idea. I think Raven is amazing, even in the Teen Titans Go animation. But in the TV show, she's really good. They did a really good job with her. I think the actor's fantastic. I stopped watching Titans at the beginning of season 2. I need to catch up. I actually liked the first season. I think they cast quite well for Bruce Wayne as well. Really good actor, Game of Thrones actor, British actor. Awesome. Right, let's see if we can get 20 people on today's stream. It gets to 10, I say something, bore them, then they leave again. Dave Even, that's what I'm saying. How is it a recast when it's taking place elsewhere? This is what I mean, Dave Even. This is what I mean. These people make it up. Go on Twitter and you'll see. They're making it up all day. Henry Cavill's being replaced. Henry Cavill isn't loyal to Zack. So what? So what? He doesn't have to be loyal to anyone apart from himself. It's his career. Jesus Christ, he's making movies with bloody Tom Cruise, right? His Netflix love him. He could be the next James Bond. You know, let's be serious here. Who's going to give up hundreds of millions of dollars of a pay packet to be loyal to some director, right? Who's doing well for himself anyway? Zack's on Netflix now. He's got a job for life there if he doesn't get anything else, right? Really, you're not loyal to Zack? Listen, I'm not Zack Snyder's slave. I love the guy. He's a great artist. But I'm not he's not some Pied Piper who's going to play a flute and I'm going to follow. The Gaming Maniac, yeah, I love Jess working comics, but it's hard for me to like him as a person after Ray said he called him personally to gloat about Teen Titans Cyborg. Yeah, that's true, love. Plus, the movies he touches aren't great. It's interesting, though, because his Smallville episodes are really awesome. Yeah, obviously, look, I think Ray Fisher pissed everyone off on the production, like the producers. Because I think he's one of these tedious people who complains about everything. And I think he really got to them. Bobcat, I think if I got the chance to make a DC films, I'd do something with Harley Quinn or a Starfire film. Starfire could be DC's Thor. She could be crowned queen of her planet. And Blackfire is like Loki. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that idea, Bobcat. You should do it as a fan film. Why not? We've got 11 people. Oh, no, we haven't got 11 people. I upset someone, so it's 10. 7 likes, though. Wow. And no one had to tell them to like me. Thank you. Bobcat, I think oh, no, I've read that already. Keep the comments coming, everyone. You can agree, disagree, doesn't matter. The Gaming Maniac, I thought Ray had a good fight and good chance to appear in the Flash movie until he went after Hamada. Then I thought, oh, no, lol. Yeah, he said he wouldn't work for any production underwater Hamada. Then he's going around and his fans are going around saying, I stand with Ray Fisher. He was removed. He removed himself. How can you work for a production if you say you don't want to work for the president of DC Films? Do you really think they're going to replace him for you, mate? No. Sorry. And he made some comment about Walter again. Listen, the guy's, look, I'm sorry to say this. I like the guy. I think he's a really strong young actor. But that doesn't give him an excuse to go after people constantly. Bobcat, which of Harley's costumes do you like better from the Suicide Squad? Do you know what? My mind's gone blank now. I can't remember. But I tell you what, my favourite costume is the one she wore mainly in David Ayer's Suicide Squad. Was it the shorts and everything? That one, definitely. Anyway, I can't tell you what she was wearing. One thing you're going to realise about me is I've got a pretty shit memory. I don't remember people's names. Harry Pothead, sir, just recovered from COVID. Oh, I'm happy to hear it. Sorry you had it. Can you raise voice against Big Pharma's grip in Nepal and businesses from second wave of pandemic in Nepina? Also, watching your video since your video, I've seen Aquaman. Oh, thank you very much, and I appreciate the support. Well, I've read out what you've got to say. I don't know much about what you're saying, but certainly I'll try and look into it. So thank you for the message. Bobcat, well, she has 2 main outfits. What film are we talking about? If you're talking about the Suicide Squad, are you talking about David Ayer's Suicide Squad? Yes, that I've seen Aquaman video got me over. I think did that get me? It got me a lot. That's what got me to where I am today, which is not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Yes, then I just went downhill again because what can you do? I can't see a brand new film every bloody day and start talking about it on my videos. So yes, I remember the day when people kept on watching that video and I was going, another one subscribed to me and another one subscribed to me, and I was like, and then I just froze and it didn't improve, I'm afraid. Clearly my fault, clearly doing something wrong. The Suicide Squad. Oh, you're saying she wears two outfits in the Suicide Squad. I see. I see. There's no way you can know that. Unless you're James Gunn. And you're not really Bobcat, but you're in disguise and really you're James Gunn. I reckon you're James Gunn. Do you know these famous people, don't you? They start like bot accounts and stuff so they can see what's going on. So someone on this chat could be somebody famous. Just remember that. Why she has the Suicide Squad, the one called Jumpsuit and the one called Torn Dress. Oh, I love the torn dress. The Gaming Maniac. Who do you think is going to bite the dust in SS? I want my boy Boomer to pull through, but I'm getting more and more worried he's going to die. Well, the Gaming Maniac, I have seen a test screening of James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. So I obviously know some people that are going to die. I didn't see the whole movie, so and we may be being messed with as well. So I think anything that I haven't seen, I'm going to say that there may be some shock deaths in there. Harry Potterhead, you live in Cyprus, right? How's the situation regarding the pandemic over there? Anyway, stay safe, sir, and you deserve way more views and subscribers. Thank you, Harry Potterhead. Well, our situation here is that our infections went up a bit and we had a lockdown over Easter because these crazy bastards over here would have partied with about 100,000 in each house. But we're reopening up. It's not so bad. We barely get one death a day, and each person's like 200 years old. So thanks for asking. The Gaming Maniac. Oh, I don't know, Lowell. My bad. You probably can't talk about it too much. No, I can't. Not that Bobcat listens to that. Dave Ethan, who do you think would win? Omni-Man or Homelander? Oh, that's a good one. Do you know what? I've only seen the first episode of Invincible, but I think Homelander's a mean fucker, isn't he? I think Homelander. It'd be a great fight, though. They should do a crossover. Omni-Man versus Homelander on Prime Video. That'd be a seller. Bobcat, Harley Ratcatcher 2 and Boomerang will live, I think. Still sticking to that. Lokes Warren K. How was the James Gunn Suicide Squad test screening? How was the James Gunn? Yeah, I was very impressed with what I saw. I'm not surprised. I was surprised by the film and what I saw from it. I wasn't surprised that I enjoyed it because James Gunn makes enjoyable films. James Gunn is like us. He's a fan. He's an elite fan. He wants to make people happy. He wants to entertain people. Omni-Man versus Homelander versus Brightburn. Then Superman comes to whoop all their asses. I can't believe they've held your comment for a review because you said that. Oh, my God, ridiculous. Leroy King, I really hope that Henry Cavill is not done with Superman. We need Henry. Leroy, I am confident at this moment in time, and you can use this as a receipt against me, as I always say, that he's not done. There's going to have to be some announcements. The problem why all these lies get spread in the first place is because everyone's just keeping quiet. And that's a problem, because then you give people the opportunity to make up shit about you. That's the problem with that. Wow, 12 viewers, 8 likes. I must be doing something right. Is it the top? Is it the bald head? Is it the water? Do you like my TV? TV shit, honestly. It works when it feels like it. Right, Bobcat, I'll tell you something. I turned on recently for background noise and ended up enjoying it. It was Big Shot on Disney Plus with John Stamos. It isn't the best thing ever, but it was shockingly good. Oh, well, interesting. I like John. John's a great character, isn't he? He used to be in ER as well. I might check that out, actually. The Gaming Maniac. It's interesting to see some of the most popular shows nowadays portrays an evil Superman story such as Invincible and The Boys. Yeah, do you know what? You know, I love my villains, but at the end of the day, I don't want evil Superman. I don't. My Superman's a hero. I want Superman to be a hero. That's why he was created. And that's just my opinion. I don't mind seeing him doing what he does in the Snyderverse. He's not evil, right? He's not evil. When he's fighting Batman, he's not evil. He's under Darkseid's control. in the nightmare future. So that he's kind of evil, but he's not under control. I can accept that. But would I want to see an evil Superman movie? Would I want him to be evil full time? Absolutely not. Leroy King, WB are pointing their middle fingers at us true fans. WB sucks. Joel Davis, hi Mickey, bit off topic, but do you have a TikTok account? I do have a TikTok account. Would you like it? Let me check it out because I can't remember the name. Right, so my TikTok account is bigmouth555 /1. All right, I think that's a slash. There you go. You probably can't see it properly there. So it's at bigmouth555. It's slash. I think it's /1. So check that out. Right, where were we? Let's get off this because it's going to mess with my internet connection. Right, where are we? Right, the Gaming Maniac. I don't mind evil Superman so long as he either comes round for a story arc or pulls an injustice and has to fight a good Superman. Yeah, you know, I think we've seen him be evil now. I think let's get back to who Superman is. Bobcat. I didn't like Jupiter's Legacy. I thought it was too slow. Do you know what? This is why I don't touch most streaming shows, because I know they're all shit. They're all so hyped up and everyone goes, oh, this is so amazing, man. And I go to watch it and I think, I'll watch it when I have trouble sleeping. The Gaming Maniac, Big Mouth, yeah, that's, no. Is it underscore then? I think it's _1. It's like a minus, but it's a low minus, you know what I mean. Joel Davies, thank you. You are welcome. I didn't know you guys were on TikTok. You watch it for the first posts, first traps, don't you? I would never watch them. Women in bikinis? Never. No, never. Leroy King, Jupiter's Legacy is awesome. I enjoyed it, you see. Another man's mate is another man's poison, you see. That's what fans are all about, different opinions. All I'm saying is I'm not a fan of streaming shows. They're overhyped. They're very rarely that good. And I don't watch, you know what? I'm going back to, physical media now. But what do you think? Oh, Humberto Correa. What do you think about DC versus MK movie? Yes, I was talking about this the other night. I think it's going to be a reality and I think it could happen and I'll be so up for it. Bobcat, I was happy Big Shot was as good as it was, though. Something to hold me over until Loki. Yes, Loki. Can't wait for that. And what I think I'm excited about, it's not going to be some boring shit lecturing us. This is just a character. It's going to be fun. It's going to link to the multiverse strategy that they're doing as well. So that's exciting. The Gaming Maniac. In your opinion, do you think Henry's coming back? Grace Randolph is always saying how much WB hates him and stuff, but she could have a negative bias because she isn't a fan of him or his acting. Let me tell you something, right? Have you ever seen Grace Randolph try to act? She used to be an actress, right? How can she talk about Henry's acting? Henry is a really trained actor. One of the places he trained was the place I trained, and it was RADA, right? You don't get better than bloody RADA, right? Who is she to say that he isn't a good actor? Where has she got this from? She stands Snyder's BVS, but hates Henry because she probably knows Henry doesn't like BVS, right? And she hates Man of Steel, by the way, but loves BVS because Man of Steel is a more faithful interpretation of Superman than BVS is. That's because David Goyer and Christopher Nolan were in charge. But then when they left, it changed. Leroy King, Grace Randolph hates Henry Cavill. He's a great actor. He is a great actor, Leroy. And it's just, don't listen to that idiot. She was talking about how good he was as Superman and how he doesn't like him what? 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 What, Bobcat? I don't get that. She was talking about how good he was as Superman, and now he doesn't like him. What? Can you rephrase that, please, Bobcat? Humberto Correa. Gangster shades, gangster emoji. What's all that about, Humberto? Or is it Umberto Correa? Are you saying I'm a gangster? I like to think I am. We've actually got a quite high viewers today for me. I went up to 16 at one point, but then I upset about 4 people and they went again. Never mind. My loyal people are here. That's all that matters. The Gaming Maniac, Phenomenal Man of Steel, and Mission Impossible were amazing. I felt he really carried the latter. In Mission Impossible, he was so aggressive, he actually frightened the shit out of me. He's a very good actor, right? But let me tell you something about acting. You're only as good as your bloody director. Always remember that. Bobcat, she was like, I love Henry's evil Superman, and now she's bashing him. Well, listen, why she's obsessed with evil Superman because she's obsessed with Snyder. She's always trying to get, her lips on Snyder's butt cheeks, right? It's embarrassing. Hey, Zach, I'm so glad you could come here to give me about 1 million views. Isn't it weird with Zach? He's very loyal to some interesting YouTubers, isn't it? A lot of those people he's loyal to are quite toxic people. It's interesting to me. Humberto Correa, Henry Cavill is truly a gentleman. He is, and he's a fan. He's a fan himself. He's always trying to keep us positive. He's a great guy. He does those wonderful charity runs as well. There's nothing wrong with Henry Cavill, right? Simple as that. Now, nobody's perfect. I don't know. Maybe he's sniffed some crack before or something, right? But at the end of the day, he's a good actor. He's a great Superman, and he's not a bad actor. And how dare a failed actress talk about him being a bad actor? If you're trained in the United Kingdom, doesn't mean you're talented, but if you're trained in the United Kingdom, there's no better training for a thespian in the UK. The Gaming Maniac, excited for Army of the Dead. I feel like it looks like a fun zombie thriller, but nothing too deep. But hopefully I'm wrong and surprised by its themes. Yeah, do you know what? It just looked like him trying to have some fun. But it looks interesting because he's doing this Area 51 thing with it or something. It's meant to have some alien origins. I'm certainly looking forward to it, yes. I mean, it's not something I think about. It wasn't like the Snyder Cut. I was sitting here going, oh, I can't wait. But I'm certainly intrigued about it. Bobcat, working on your channel intro right now. Wanted to take a break from the channel art for a bit, but it should all be done soon. Awesome. No rush, mate. You just take your time. Should be fun. Should be fun. Be good to have an intro, wouldn't it? Like the elite YouTubers. Sometimes I look at these elite YouTubers and I think, why do people watch you? I'm not saying people should watch me, and many people don't, but it's mad, really. The Gaming Maniac. Hey, Bobcat, coming through soon. We're excited to see. Definitely. Sam Dejan reviews. Man of Steel 2 should have Henry Cavill teaming up with Lex Luthor. We will see. I think Eisenberg's done. If one person's done, it's Eisenberg, right? No one else is going to use Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I mean, I love Jesse Eisenberg, one of the great actors of this generation, but there you go. Suzuki Gigsaw, what was the last movie you saw in theatres? Mine was Raya and the Last Dragon in March the 6th. I'm trying to think. I didn't see Wonder Woman 84 in theatres. I'm trying to think now, I think I probably haven't been in the cinema since... I can't remember, I didn't go that soon before COVID. I think when was the last DCEU I saw in theatres? So I saw Man of Steel in the cinema, I saw Batman v Superman, I saw Wonder Woman in cinemas, I saw Aquaman. I didn't see Shazam in theatres. I don't think I've been to the theatre for a very long time. I saw The Last Jedi in theatres. I think it might be a few years since I've been to the theatre. The Gaming Maniac. So overall, what would you give Zack Snyder's Justice League out of 10? Oh, I'd give it a full mark. It's a very good film. It's a very good film. And what a shame we're not going to get more. It's very good. It's very Zack Snyder. It's very arty. For me, Darkseid's the best thing about the film. But I will mark it down a bit because you should not be doing a Superman Rebirth story in a Justice League movie. And they hadn't hammered themselves a hole there. Right. So, Sam Dejan reviews. I like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. He wasn't Lex Luthor yet. I like him. He's an interesting, unique version of Lex, but not someone I would ever have cast as Lex. Sam Dejan reviews. Why don't people want to work with Jesse Eisenberg, but they keep Jared Leto? Let's be clear. Everyone wants to work with Jesse Eisenberg. Everyone. Everyone. He's one of the great actors of this generation. It's not that. It's just people don't rate him as Lex Luthor. Leroy Kong, Zack's Justice League is excellent. It's a very good film, but you can't do a Superman rebirth story in a Justice League film. Well, they did it, and it's interesting what they do, but we saw very little Superman. You can't see that little of Superman in any Justice League movie. It's as simple as that. The Gaming Maniac, oof, I love Jesse Eisenberg as Lex, so unique and interesting. I think he's great. I like his Lex, but I don't think the studio like his Lex, and I don't think comic book people like his Lex, that's for sure. Look, you got to go for Vincent D'Onofrio, who played Kingpin in a Daredevil show. He's perfect. Humberto Correa, I went to see Tenet for supporting Nolan. Yeah, that was during the pandemic. I was never going to go during that time. It just wasn't worth my while. It wasn't a film I was looking forward to. And to me, the film was kind of another version of films he's done before. Interesting, good, well made, wow, but Bryan Cranston will be interesting, but I would prefer Vincent D'Onofrio, the Kingpin from Daredevil. I think he's perfect and he's powerful and he would do it. I mean, yeah, Cranston would be good. I actually prefer younger actors to play Lex. Suzuki Gixxer, hopefully Eisenberg stays on as Luthor in the DCEU. It's going to be very interesting, isn't it? I have my doubts about that, but they're certainly going to want their own Lex Luthor. And they've already got a Lex Luthor in, well, they've got two versions of Luthor now. One is Superman and Lois, and one in the Supergirl show in Arrowverse. So they could use either one of them. Seeing they've got a black Luthor in Superman and Lois, that might swing their boat a little bit more. But we will see. And of course, there's Michael Rosenbaum. Maybe he can reprise his role, which would be my best choice. The Gaming Maniac, this may be a hot take, but I think Jesse's Lex has more depth than Hackman's Lex. In the original Superman movie, his Lex was, I'm evil because I'm like being evil, while Jesse's had multiple layers. Right. It's not fair to compare Gene Hackman's portrayal to Jesse Eisenberg's portrayal. That was obviously done back then. That's how they used to do villains, right? So he's a very funny villain. He can be a little bit evil at times, but yeah, there's no nuance to it, but they did that on purpose. There was never meant to be nuance. That was 1978. Things are different then. So you may say, yeah, Jesse Eisenberg's Lex has got lots more nuance and depth than Gene Hackman's, but he hasn't got more nuance and depth than Michael Rosenbaum's Smallville version of Lex Luthor, which is the best Lex Luthor. I mean, we can debate it right here and right now, but I think what Rosenbaum did hasn't been beaten and maybe never will be beaten. Humberto Correa, I want Black Adam now and Green Lantern show. Oh, yeah, can't wait for Green Lantern Corps, and I want Black Adam 2. But it's all coming. It's all coming next year, so very exciting. Very, very exciting. I can't wait. But it's like a present under your tree. You're just going to wait a little bit longer to unwrap it. And isn't that awesome? I was toying with drinking some beers here, but I didn't want to get pissed on stream. Would have been interesting. Now, maybe I'll do it one day. Maybe I'll do a rat ass stream where I'm just drinking beer. I'm just like, yeah, I love the DCU, man. Maybe I'll do that. I want to see Lex Luthor wear the suit in the DCEU. You mean the power suit? That would be awesome. Sam Dejan reviews. How about Henry Cavill gets Man of Steel 2, but as a series on HBO Max? It would be great, but unlikely. The Gaming Maniac. Oof, Rosenbaum was amazing, but he also had 10 seasons of development. Aha, but still, you might be right about him being the best. Just so much depth and character development. Too good. He was only actually in the show for 7 seasons, and he came back to the final in the series finale. But yeah, he had a long time, but he was perfect from day one, don't forget. He knew exactly what he was doing, and the showrunners, Alan Miles, came up with a great concept. But it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Basically, Lex Luthor in Smallville is exactly what they did with Joaquin Phoenix with the Joker movie. It's kind of a villain origin, and it's beautiful. Tim Kudistov, what happens with Cavill? Snyderverse dead? Snyderverse isn't looking great at the moment. Henry Cavill, your guess is as good as mine, but there are rumours that him and WB may make a joint statement next week. They're rumours, so don't use it as a receipt against me, but it's looking like with all the shit coming out, someone's got to clarify something. You know, his position should have been clarified from after Justice League, which I thought he was done after Justice League. Humberto Correa, HBO Max, Man of Steel with some Krypton. Be awesome. Sam Dejan reviews. They should Krypton movie with Crow and Shannon. That would be awesome. Looking unlikely now. The Gaming Maniac. Do you think HBO Max is the only possible future for the Snyderverse? Oh, yeah. Something huge would have to change the Gaming Maniac. You know, the Hamadaverse would have to fail for Zack to get the keys back. Humberto Correa, I just realised Kay got my Superman shirt on. Oh, wow. The Gaming Maniac. Who's saying there's going to be a statement next week? I just heard a few whispers. We'll see. Sam Dejan reviews. Series is better. You can have 8-hour-long episodes with Henry Cavill, which would be great, which I would be up for, but unlikely at the moment. But we'll see what they're cooking up. Look, it's obvious that they're moving away from Snyder and mostly what he did, but keeping like Ezra Miller, Jason Momoa, and Gal Gadot, or as far as we know. And Cavill's just an interesting figure, and no one really knows what's going on with him. That's the thing. Nobody knows. You don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery. So people saying he's done. You can't say he's done. Right? He's not done until he says he's done. Right? And the studio says he's done. And there's going to have to be some clarification. Now, it's clear to me, even if he was going to cameo in every movie, they're not going to tell us because they want it to be a surprise. So nothing's going to be revealed, right? Unless they get desperate. Then they probably will reveal it. All the views are going down. People are getting bored. So, what we got here? Sam Dejan reviews. But there's Zack's characters. Why are they replacing Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck? Well, we don't know if they're replacing Henry Cavill yet, but Ben Affleck is pretty finished anyway, isn't he? Apart from this final bit in The Flash. Listen, they had, Ben had his run. They were going to kill him off anyway. It's just one of those things, really. The Gaming Maniac, I feel like if he was out, somebody would have said something already. Since everybody's staying hush, I feel like they're preparing something. Yeah, I agree, the Gaming Maniac. It looks like that, fingers crossed. Leroy Kong, I lost faith in WB. They are clowns. Well, do you know what? You don't have to have faith in the studio to watch their content, because who's got faith in any studio? They're all a bunch of crooks, right? They don't have to be good people. They just have to make good movies and great TV drama. That's all they have to do. Who said they have to be good people? Who said they can be clowns if they want, as long as they give us great content? That's what it's all about. People these days think that studios and actors should act, be upstanding. But they're all crooks anyway. We know that. Sam Dejan reviews. Will we see Wayne T. Carr as Jon Stewart? Doubt it. Sam Dejan reviews. I want to see the Bat Family. That will be cool. I think Matt Reeves will give us the Bat Family, so that's exciting. Matt Reeves is a proper Batman fan. He's going to give us the lot. He's going to give us the lot. No question about that. It's going to be the Batman. That's the one. That's the film, isn't it? Can't wait to see a trailer. The guy just oozes passion for Batman. There's no question about that. Oozes passion for Batman, Matt Reeves. I've got a lot of time for Matt Reeves, and that film is going to be sensational. And I hope it's sensational because Earth 2 has got a lot of shaping to do. He's got big plans for Earth 2. The Gaming Maniac, you think Matt Reeves will sprout his own universe with his own Superman, Wonder Woman, etc.? Yes, the Gaming Maniac, that's exactly what he's doing, and I'm very, very excited about it. There's nothing better than shaping new Earths for DC. And basically, Matt Reeves knows a lot about DC, and I think it's very exciting. It's very exciting having Matt Reeves on the team, and he's not going anywhere. He's part of the plan, part of the Hamada plan, because for every movie they make, they're coming up with an idea to do an HBO Max original, which we're getting Gotham PD. So that's exciting. Leroy Kong, Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson suck. Sorry, Leroy, you're wrong. Sam Dejan reviews. Will JJ direct Man of Steel 2? Is there going to be a Man of Steel 2? Sam Dejan reviews. Earth 3. The Gaming Maniac. If that's the case, do you think WB will eventually focus primarily on Pattinson verse long? No. We're in the multiverse strategy from Flashpoint. So there will be a focus. When we're in Pattinson's Earth, we're in Pattinson's Earth. When we're in the main DCEU, and they're just going to cross over. That's the whole point of this whole situation. So basically, it will go from film to film. Leroy Kong, the Hamadaverse will fail. Sam Dejan reviews. Will Lois become Superwoman? I think we're getting a new Lois Lane, surely. If we get a new Superman, we're getting a new Lois Lane. So, has Calvin Ellis actually got a girlfriend then? But I think look, Amy said she was done, didn't she, a couple of years ago. Then she changed it. She said, well, I'm not sure what they're planning. She was told off when she said she was done a few years back. So we'll see. I think she's done. Unless Cavill comes back full time in his own movies. I mean, Cavill's 38 now, don't forget. But this is the thing, there's no clarification. Nobody knows anything. Sam Dejan reviews. Caleb McLaughlin should be Static Shock. I've never heard of him, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to trust you there, Sam Dejan reviews, and say, well, good choice, even though I don't know who he is. But I think he was never following WB Henry Cavill. That's what I think. And that's what his diehard fans are saying. He's in Stranger Things. I stopped watching Stranger Things in season 2. I didn't like the new characters of Stranger Things in season 2. I got bored. Watered down, boring. Leroy Kong, WB has no future with DC. They are going in the wrong direction. War Hamada, you have failed DC. But how do you know they're going in the wrong direction when you haven't seen the films yet, Leroy? Surely you've got to taste the food before you judge it, right? That's what food critics do. You don't see them eat before they eat the food, going, I hate this food. It's not the same. It's not the same as Gordon Ramsay's food. I don't like it. I want Gordon Ramsay to cook every meal I eat forever. Do you get it? Do you get what I'm trying to say there? Will we see Lucy Lane in the DCEU? Anything is possible, Sam. Anything. Anything. But I have no information on that. All in good time. We had a Lucy Lane, did we, in Supergirl? We had one in Smallville as well. We had one in the original Supergirl movie in '84. Humberto Correa. They need a Man of Steel with Supergirl. That would be awesome. Leroy Kong. DC Films is dead without the Snyderverse. I don't know. I don't know because I haven't seen the future of DC Films. Although I have seen James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, and that's a fantastic start. Sam Dejan reviews. If they do, they should bring back Peyton List from Smallville. Although she's getting on a bit now. Humberto Correa, Superman and Lois is awesome. Oh, Superman and Lois is going in a great direction. A couple of weeks' time, it will be back, and I cannot wait. Right, we're going to call it in 5 minutes. What time is it? Yeah, we'll call it in 5 minutes. We've had another great stream, made lots of points, lots of heated debates. I had 16 viewers at one point, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for me it's great. So we're getting there. It's getting exciting. We also need some big breaking DC news to really break these streams and get lots of people on. That'll be interesting. Then we can have some really big debates, can't we? But it's good. Superman Lois is awesome, right? That's Humberto Correa. So you got 5 minutes to comment down. So comment to your heart's content for the next 5 minutes. Talk about what you want. Leroy Kong, I would love to see Henry Cavill and Brandon Routh appearing in Superman and Lois. That would be amazing, but it's not going to happen on that show. May happen on Flashpoint now, which is very exciting. I think Brandon Routh, as I've already said, will be involved in Flashpoint. He hinted about it I think last year sometime. I think it's interesting. It's interesting. There's big plans for that movie. No question about that. I think people are going to be very surprised with Flashpoint. And I hope they will be surprised in a good way. Because Hamada certainly needs that film, that's the film that needs to work. Warner Brothers Entertainment premiere, Kevin Conroy and Bruce Timm on Batman the Animated Series. Sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds like I may check out later on, Leroy Kong, I would love to see Henry Cavill and Brandon. No, Abraham Herrera, damn, just got here. Oh, sorry, Abraham. Hang on. What have I done? I pressed something. Right, that's okay. Right, where am I? Right, stay here. Right, where am I? Damn, just got here. What's the word? The word is that we're all awesome. Leroy Kong, the Flash movie will fail. I don't agree. Humberto Correa would love to see a real Superman game. Why haven't these assholes ever made, apart from Injustice, a great Superman game? The Superman Returns game was okay. Did they do a Man of Steel game? I don't think they did. Dave Ethan, you really want the Hamadaverse to fail in order to get the Snyderverse? Not me. Not me. Not me. I want the Hamadaverse to succeed because I always want DC to succeed. But there are other people who do want the Hamadaverse to fail, and I think they may be disappointed. I think even that Black Superman film will probably end up being awesome because no one's actually said it's Kal-El, the main Kal-El. Nobody's actually said that they're not doing Calvin Ellis or the other one. People are just making assumptions, right? It would need to be in another Earth, whatever, right? Doesn't it make more sense that it's on another Earth because it's Calvin Ellis or the other one, right? Leroy Kong, the Hamadaverse will not succeed. Leroy's been to the future in his DeLorean. That's how he knows. 10 likes. I think that might be a bit of a record for me. I wonder if more people will be able to see my videos. No, because it's only 10, isn't it? Dave Ethan, that's great to hear from you. Yeah, Dave, I love DC. I want it to be awesome. I want it to be awesome. I want it to beat the MCU. I want to enjoy the movies and be pumped for the movies. I've enjoyed Zack's 3 movies. I hope that his universe gets restored, but it isn't the be-all and end-all for me. There's no question about that. So I think bias can be very damaging. I do not want anything to fail. Leroy Kong, WB are not learning. But Leroy, the truth is you don't know if they're learning or not because you haven't seen what they've got planned. A Suicide Squad movie, an Aquaman 2 movie, a Flashpoint movie, another Shazam movie, and apparently a Joker 2 movie, that could set up the rest of the villains, by the way. And there's more to come. And we've got a Green Lantern Corps TV series and a Gotham PD and Peacemaker. That's a lot of stuff to get excited about. Me personally, I'm excited for that stuff. Just because I'm disappointed with what happened to Zack, but it's not surprising what happened to Zack because Zack said himself he likes to trigger the audience. So what did he expect, right? He said, everyone's talking about BVS, but nobody talks about Aquaman. Actually, Zack, people may not be saying bad stuff about Aquaman because everybody likes Aquaman mostly, right? That's why it isn't the talk of the town. But I tell you what, when I hear people talk about Aquaman, they say, wow, Atlantis, Wow, that film. It's amazing. Tone down the negativity, Leroy. I just let Leroy get on with it. I just read out his comment. I think I like to give everyone a right to say what they want, negative, positive, as long as it's not too aggressive. Abraham Herrera, I still want Keanu Reeves to return as Constantine. I have heard, Abraham, that is a thing, that is happening. That is happening, apparently. Maybe. Maybe I was imagining things. Leroy Kong, I'm talking the truth. WB have stabbed us in our backs. Dave Ethan, I know. Well, do you know what? They never promised to restore the Snyderverse. They never promised that, did they? They never even wanted to release the Snyder Cut. Bobcat, almost finished this intro. Sorry, I haven't been super active. That's okay. I did wonder where you were. I thought you may have locked yourself in a cupboard or something. Yeah, I'm surprised they're letting you use that word, actually, Leroy. You should have stuck with the other spelling. But at the end of the day, they didn't make any promises. The studio never made any promises. They never said they were going to bring back the Snyderverse. We made assumptions, unfortunately. And we're disappointed, and that's right. But they are creating a universe for everyone because there's more money in it. And it's fair to make DC movies for all the fans and not just the Snyder fans. As much as I love Snyder's stuff, everyone has a right to enjoy their DC, right? It's fair. It's fair. Bobcat, they didn't. We were lucky we got Zack's Justice League. We were very lucky we got Zack's Justice League because it was never going to happen if it wasn't for AT&T. They saw some money in it. Dave Ethan, no studio is innocent. No one's innocent. No studio. You know, that's life, isn't it? It's physics in a way. Leroy Kong, the Snyderverse is the best thing. They will make less money. Oh, no. They could potentially make $1 billion globally with every project, Leroy. Why shouldn't an Aquaman 2 make $1 billion? Why shouldn't the Batman make $1 billion? Why shouldn't the Flash movie make $1 billion? A Flash movie, right? Now, Shazam, Fury of the Gods will make a little bit less, like the other one did. That's the Ant-Man of the DCEU. But maybe that film could surprise us and do better than we think. Shazam certainly surprised me how good it was. Abraham Herrera, men are still good despite all the hate in the world. Well, do you know what? I think what we've all got to understand is that we all don't have to be good all the time. We're people with flaws and we make mistakes, and so do businesses. Nobody's perfect. We're not perfect. Why should we expect other people to be perfect? This society we live in now is mad. Everyone's flawed. Everyone does bad shit every day, but expects everyone else to have this moral core. Abraham Herrera, oh no. Thomas Laurier. Hi, Mick. Loving the MOJ again, mate. Yeah, hi, Thomas. I'm going to be signing off soon, I'm afraid. Leroy Kong. I hope Henry Cavill appears in Shazam 2 and Black Adam. I think he's going to cameo probably in all of the films. I'm crossing my fingers. It's just a theory I have. Thomas Laurier. Sorry I'm late. So you should be. Stand in the corner until you've learnt your lesson. I'm joking. You're welcome on the stream whenever you're ready to come. But yeah, my glass may be nearly empty, right? But my glass in my life is always half full rather than half empty. So I'm choosing to believe that Cavill will cameo in all these movies, and it's not over. And his silence has been a good thing because he's been trying to keep his job. And this is how people act when they want to keep a career. We now have 12 likes. Wow. God, 20 likes would have been amazing, but there's no chance of that. Thomas Laurier, Thomas Laurier, I'll watch the rest when it's done. Awesome. I'll appreciate the view. Wow, 14 likes. This is getting exciting, isn't it? Imagine what a loser I am getting excited over 14 likes. Imagine how crap the attention of my channel is. if I actually, right, did someone just take their like off? Anyway, what was I saying? Abraham Herrera, yo, Bobcat, how's that Big Mouth intro you promised coming? Oh, yeah, he's working on it. He's working on it. The Gaming Maniac. Everyone like RN. What's that? What? Everyone like Run. The message is held for review. Sadly, WB has killed DC films. They will never catch MCU. They will fall. More behind. WB, you suck. I don't agree with you, Leroy, but you're entitled to your opinion. Right now, you want us all to run? Oh, no, I'm too lazy to run. The only time I run is when I'm caught by women's husbands. I don't like running. I get out of breath. Oh, it's a horrible sight. It really is. Or does the RN mean right now? Oh, everyone like right now. Yeah, I agree. Keep on liking. I don't think there's enough people watching to like. There's only like 11 views. So I don't think that WB are going to fail. I don't think WB are clowns. And I think once we get moving on all these content and projects, I think it's going to come in thick and fast. And I think the box office and the numbers are going to be very, very exciting. So looking forward to all of that. There's not much going on. You know what I'm interested in seeing when it comes out? Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe TV series on Netflix. That should be interesting. Is that animated? The security system's deactivated. Do you think Gotham will be saved? By who? Well, Batman. In what? If you're talking about the Batman, I think it's going to be an ongoing struggle, and I don't think anything's going to finish in that movie. It's just the beginning of the story. So, yes, can't wait for the Batman. Abraham Herrera, I'm going to post the link in a group. See if we can get some traffic. Go on, Abraham. I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Security systems deactivated. I mean, show Gotham. The show Gotham's done. Yeah. I mean, unless they decide to do a proper Batman series out of it, and maybe they're waiting for a few years for the actor David Mazouz to get a bit taller, which isn't going to happen, is it? So, no. So, although he's quite tall, isn't he? I like the other show David Mazouz did with Kiefer Sutherland. I forgot what it was called. That was amazing. Always been a great actor from him when he was a child. Really impressive guy. Another young actor I love is, what's his name now? I forgot his bloody name. Oh my God. I forgot his bloody name. Freddie Highmore, who played Norman Bates in Bates Motel, the series. What a young actor he is, and now in The Good Doctor. I don't think there's many better actors than him in the industry right now. Amazing. And he's got no social media, very private, so I like him a lot. He'd be great in the DCEU as someone. He probably would have been a great Dr. Fate with dealing with the psychological problems that Dr. Fate has by wearing the helmet. So that would have been interesting. In fact, Freddie Highmore would be an awesome Doctor Who. That's if they're still going to cast men as the Doctor in the future. It may be against the law. We'll see. So any more comments before I go? Unless like 100 people come in, then I won't go. If 100 people came in, I wouldn't know what to do. Leroy Kong, great live. Thank you, Leroy. Always a pleasure to have you on the stream, having you watching the content. So have you got anything else you want to talk about? Or have you all run out of steam? Davey, for none here, great and information live. Leroy Kong, again, we need the Snyderverse. Oh, we need so many things. We need so many things, Leroy. I need a cold drink. I need to get drunk. I need to go clubbing. but we're still in lockdown here, so I can't. I used to go clubbing every single night and get home about 6 in the morning. It was great times. Can't wait to get back to doing that again. Never used to go out to 2 in the morning, get home at 6. Great times, great times. Will we ever get back to the great times again? I hope so. So, you know what? The Snyder Cut is a hard film to keep on rewatching because it's so long. And it doesn't drag. It's not like the film drags, but that's a long time to invest each day, isn't it? Or whenever you're going to do it. Best thing, I suppose, is to watch it in bits and pieces. But I mean, the first one, I took a break for like 10 minutes and went back to the next part. The Flash can bring back Dick Grayson. Yes, good point. Good point, Leroy. Dave Ethan, and I need a large cheese pizza, and I need a ponytail. Well, Kevin McAllister got his cheese pizza in the end. Maybe you'll end up home alone too. Abraham Herrera, lol. God, I can't believe I follow Mike Zero on YouTube. Mark Hamill just granted every fan's wish with Star Wars. This is unexpected. Star Wars explained. Ugh. He's such a clickbait merchant, isn't he, Mike Zero? That guy is making serious money. And it's Zero, Z-E-R-O-H, not 00, which is interesting. Leroy King, I watched Zack Snyder's Justice League 43 times now. Wow. Abraham Herrera, do you smoke weed, Mick? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, it keeps me safe. I do a lot of things. It's all fun. Oh, no, everyone's going to unsubscribe from me now because I do this and that. Of course, how dare you? You're not the upstanding person that I thought you was. You go, oh, my God, people are actually leaving the live stream because I said I smoke weed. Jesus Christ. That's nuts, right? That's nuts. Everyone expects everyone to be perfect. It's ridiculous. It's okay, man. I've got it all under control. What's my name? I forgot. But yeah, life's fun. Life should be enjoyed. You know, enjoy the nice things in life, I say, if you can afford to have them. You know, because at the end of the day, we're all going to be 6 feet under unless you're going to get, you know, cremated. Leroy Kong, Zack's Justice League is my greatest movie ever. You see, I like Zack's movies, but they're not my favourite movies ever. My favourite movies ever are JFK, Born on the 4th of July, films like that. You know, there's some great films. You know, Casualties of War, starring Michael J. Fox and what's his name? I forgot his name now. Sean Penn. There's some great movies out there. You know, better movies than we've got in this generation. Everyone thinks the modern movies are the best when they're not. Nowhere near. So, Mick, how long were you in the UK for before you went to Cyprus? Right, so I was born in the UK. My parents are Greek Cypriots. I moved over here in 2002, went back in 2003, then moved back here in 2009, went back in 2012, and then moved back here in 2013. And I've been here since 2013. But I'm born and bred in the UK, but my parents are Greek Cypriots. And that was from Manny V. I'm smoking right now, Abraham Herrera. Keeps me sane. They legalized it in Mexico. Just waiting all the government paperwork to get my card. Awesome. Ronnie Dodge. Hello, Mick. What is this about an announcement? Sorry I'm late. There's a rumor. I heard something, not officially, by the way, so it could be all wrong, that Henry Cavill and WB will make a joint statement next week about his future as Superman. Could be wrong, though. Thomas Laurier, enjoy yourself and screw the people that you say you shouldn't. Thank you, Thomas. Manny V, Shawshank Redemption is one of my top movies. Yes, that will be my top movies. I'm sorry, I love Zack's movies, but they don't get in my top movies. I don't think many superhero films get in my top movies of all time. I love capes, I do, but let's be honest about it. You know, you've got films like JFK is one of the best films I've ever seen. Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ. Mel Gibson's Braveheart. I'm sorry, but we've got to be honest here. Just because we love movies, it doesn't mean they should be in our all-time list. No modern film gets in my list. No modern film from the past 10 years, I don't think. Passion of the Christ, you know, Braveheart, they're sensational made films. You know, and as I say, Born on the 4th of July, you know, Oliver Stone, great director. You've got Scarface. You know, I don't even think Scarface would be my top 10. I love the film a lot. Manny V, oh yeah, Braveheart is amazing. I think it's one of the best films ever made. I really do. And Passion of the Christ. I think Mel Gibson is one of the top directors ever. He nearly did the Suicide Squad sequel as well. A few years back, Jeff Johns was having talks with him, but unfortunately it didn't work out for one reason or the other. Zach's Justice League is better than all those movies, big time. Zach is my one. Well, listen, that's what having different opinions is all about, Leroy. I just don't agree with you. That's fine, though. No one's supposed to have the right opinion. Everyone's got the right opinion for themselves, their own truth. Dave Ethan, mine is American Gangster. That's a great film. It wouldn't get in my top list, but I understand why you like it. Manny V, you've seen Apocalypto by Mel Gibson. What a film. What a film. That wouldn't be my top tier list, but what a film. Abraham Herrera, I love Mel Gibson. Hollywood wouldn't fund Passion of the Christ, they funded it himself. We all know why they wouldn't fund it, don't we? Pretty obvious why they wouldn't fund it, because he claimed a certain community had Jesus killed. And Hollywood, So I love Mel Gibson for a lot of reasons. Very brave man to make Passion of the Christ and say what he said in the movie and still have a career as well. It's sensational. And they really did try and destroy him, didn't they? They nearly succeeded, but they failed. Manny V, I have to watch Hacksaw Ridge. Do you know what? I've bought it on Prime and I've never seen it. Shandipri Singh, I'll watch the new Superman movie if it gets made, because it may become the last Superman movie to be released after it gets panned by audiences and fails in the box office. Well, nobody knows that. Hollywood, Leroy, I think I'm not going to read that one. Chandrip Singh, I'll watch the new Superman movie. You think it's going to fail and that'll be the last Superman movie? I don't think it's going to fail. Some people say Man of Steel and BVS failed. I don't agree, but some people do. So the next film could make more money. But yes, there's a lot of films in my top tier films. You've always got to choose your words wisely when you're on YouTube. If you want to say something, say it in a certain way, leave certain things out. Leroy, calm down. We all like Zach movies, but they don't have to be our top faves of all time. Yeah, I agree with you, Manny, but for Leroy, they're his favourite films. I mean, maybe Leroy hasn't seen any other films before, I don't know. Or maybe he genuinely thinks they're the best films ever, and that's down to him, isn't it? But the 80s and the 90s had some amazing films, as I say. They're just not making films like that anymore because they're not interested in making good films anymore. Abraham Herrera, we all have different tastes. Yeah, absolutely. Some of us have good taste and some of us have bad taste. I'm joking. I take that back. I just thought I'd get that in, but it's a joke. It's a joke. Do you remember jokes, everyone? We used to do them in the 80s and the 90s. Manny V, you've seen Gattaca, great movie too. Yes, that's a great movie. Leroy Kong, I'm always calm. I have watched millions of films from 1975. I know movies. That's awesome. That's a lot of movies. So, right, guys, I think I'm going to sign off now. I think we've had a good stab at it. I think we, should I say stab? You don't know what to say these days, do you? Anyway, we had a good go at it. Thank you for the 15 likes. We did a lot better than we have done a few nights before. I think it's all about what you title the video, isn't it? That might be something I might have to look at. Yes, thank you, everyone. It's been a great chat. Chandra Singh, which cameos are you expecting in the Flash movie? Well, I'm expecting Brandon Routh's Superman, Nicolas Cage's Superman, obviously Michael Keaton's Batman. I expect a lot of Arrowverse stuff. Maybe not everyone from Arrowverse. Maybe definitely Grant Gustin could have a big role because of what happened between him and Ezra's Flash in Crisis on Infinite Earths. Thanks for the stream, Mickey. Joel Davies. You're welcome, Joel. Manny V. Thanks, Mick. Have a good evening. You too, Manny V. Leroy Kong, take care. You take care too, Leroy. Thank you for your interactions. Yes, we were just talking about cameos. So we obviously know Supergirl's in there. I'm expecting Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, maybe not. But basically, anything. Everything's going to be canon. If it's been live action DC, not necessarily the DCEU, it could become canon. And I think Brandon Routh's Superman could even be a replacement for Henry Cavill's Superman. You know, that Earth, right? Because he's the don't forget, he's the Christopher Reeve Superman. So that's very interesting, isn't it? Brandon's very lucky because he's being the Christopher Reeve Superman, especially with the way things are now, could be an interesting thing to be. Manny V, would it be cool if we had Nicolas Cage suits in Flash? Yes, and that's been a rumor for quite a while. Thomas Laurier, thanks for the stream. I'm heading back to the beginning. Okay, Thomas, see you later. Thanks for your attention and thank you for watching and maybe liking. Abraham Herrera, take care, Mick. Thank you very much. Thank you, Abraham. Thank you, everyone who's taken part and spoken to me tonight. It's been a great stream, and I'll be back in the morning with the Big Mouth Daily. So if you can keep awake, if you're in America, the Gaming Maniac, Grant Gustin cameo in Flash, you think? Definitely. That's one I'm definitely sure of, the Gaming Maniac. I think that's just a foregone conclusion. He may even leave the Flash series. I mean, they're bringing Impulse in, and I think he might be replacing Grant Gustin's Barry Allen. Just the feeling that they might be doing something else with Grant's Barry Allen within the DCEU, maybe. So that's interesting. The Gaming Maniac. Thanks, Mick. You are welcome, the Gaming Maniac. Great name. So I will see you all tomorrow morning, maybe, if you're awake, because different time periods. You may have to rewatch it. By the way, if you do miss the Big Mouth Daily Live, please watch it, rewatch it, or watch the recorded version, because the views on that are absolutely crap. Anyway, comments down below. Well, does that make sense? Can you do comments down below when you're rewatching a live? I don't know. Anyway, comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter @MoviesTVMad. And if anything's going to break in the world of entertainment, you will hear it here first, because I can go live at any time. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.